what? What does a quadrant tell us?
Well, it will be -4.
That's it. It will tell us if we will have a negative or positive answer. Next, we need to figure out, and that's based on the CAST rule. And then we need to figure out the RAA, and that will lead us to a special triangle. And that will give us the value of the ratio. Okay, so these are the two things we need to figure out or research. Okay, now with conversations with some students in my GLS class, I've realized that some tutors teach a different way. So I want to show you how I want you to show me this angle. On the test, I'm going to give you an angle, a negative one, a positive one, and I'm going to say, draw it for me. So if the angle is 660, I don't want you being like, oh, it's here. Not good. Okay. If the angle is 660, you have to show me the spiral of how you get there. So I count in 90s. So if it's 660, it means I'm going counterclockwise. I start on the positive x-axis. I go 90, 180, 270, 360. Keep going. 450, 540, okay, 630, and then how much more? A little more, right? So this angle here, you could even show an arrow to show which direction you are rotating. This is 660 degrees. And then I need to find the RAA. So really, I'm saying how much more to get to 720, right? So you might have to say, okay, I got to go 720 minus, right? You could do 720 minus 660, or you could say, okay, if this is 630, well, this is 30, right? There's a lot of ways to figure out the RAA. And we've got the RAA as 60 degrees.
But if we will do 660 minus 630, we will get 30 degrees.
Yes, so this is 30 degrees, meaning this angle is 60. Remember, the RAA always touches the x-axis. Okay, so we know we're in the fourth quadrant, meaning cosine will be positive. Yeah. Well, the related acute angle always touches the x-axis. So although this angle is 30, I don't care about it. If this is 30, this has to be 90 minus 30. Okay, so now I'm saying, all right, I am looking for sine of 660 degrees. So first of all, do you see how you drew this angle? Not only do you do the spiral and the terminal arm, you also must label the angle, right? So 660, or you can say theta equals 660. Okay, for communication, this is how you must label that angle. Got it? Now we can relate the sine of 660 to the RAA. So I know that it will be the same value of sine of 60, except will it be positive or negative? Why is it negative? Because I'm in the fourth quadrant. And in the fourth quadrant, only cosine is positive. So do you see this equation I wrote here? You cannot just say sine 60 equals blah, blah, blah. That would be incorrect because you're being asked to solve for the sine of 660 degrees. So I'm relating it to the RAA. I'm saying, hey, yeah, it's the same as sine 60, but it will be negative. So now I look at my special triangle. And I know that 60 is across from root 3, 1, 2. So sine will be negative root 3 over 2. Okay, let's look at question 3b. Once again, let's start off by drawing it correctly. So if you did not draw negative 225, please do that now. Miles, do you have a question?
No,
Were you squinting? Do you need glasses? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and draw negative 225 because you're going to do that on the test. And if it helps you, you can write down, oh, this is negative 90. Oh, this is negative 180. This is negative 270. This is also negative 360. So if I got negative 225, that means I'm somewhere here. And I have to draw this line. And I have to label it as negative 225. Okay, that light blue stuff has to happen. So then let's think about the related acute angle. If I go from 180 to 225, how much is that? It's 45. And I also know it's 45 because there's a 5 in the angle, right? 225. Oh, we're probably doing 45 degrees, right? Okay. So now let's write an equation. Oh, shoot, for all of these. So we're supposed to find SOHCAHTOA. So this is CAS. Okay. So I'm looking for sine. Actually, let's start with, sine negative 225 degrees. Well, that's going to equal sine of 45 degrees. Straight up, because sine is positive. Okay, we'll do that in a sec. Cos of negative 225, it's going to be similar to cos of 45, but it's going to be positive or negative? Negative. And the same for tangent. Tan of negative 225. Now, do not start with tan of 45, right? You have to start with the one you're being asked to solve for. Yes, what's the question?
how do you know what number to subtract from the RA?
I just think, how far away am I from the x-axis?
So you do it based on the x-axis.
I always do it based on the x-axis. Yeah. All right, if I am in the 45 triangle, okay, nice and quick, 1, 1, root 2. Okay, meaning I've got 1. Actually, I'm just going to go straight to the root 2 over 2, right? I just rationalized the denominator in my head. This equals to negative root 2 over 2, and this equals to negative 1. So in this question, what's the hardest part? Like, what's sort of the trick that might get people? I'm curious. Elud? What's the trick of this question? What's the hard part?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I need setting up the question and also
Is it like drawing the angle when you're saying setting it up?
yeah, like being able to visualize it.
Yeah.
And also knowing where to put the negatives. Like why do you put the negatives in brackets? We decided to put the negative later.
Oh, because, yeah. So this negative refers to the angle. We're talking about a negative angle. But this negative refers to the cast rule, which says that in the second quadrant, tan is negative. Okay. Looking at the last question, we are asked to find the exact value of sine negative 630. Let's do it.
Are you recording this?
I am. Okay, first thing you do when you see this question, what's it going to be? Sebastian, what do you think? Absolutely, I love it. Let's draw it. So let's have everyone draw it. Folks, what is the degrees for 2 full circles? 720. So do we reach 2 full circles? No, we're shy of it. So I know I'm definitely going to do 1 backward circle. 450. Oh no, I'm doing it. 360, 450, 540. Oh, yeah, that's why we can't do it. Beautiful. I love that you gave me this question.
Miss Wow, are we doing 4C? Or...
Yeah, we're doing 4C. We draw the terminal arm. This is a perfect question. Thank you, Timur, because it takes us to the next part of the lesson. Do you remember what I said about this type of question? That you don't yet know how to answer, how to find the trig ratios of angles that are on the X and Y axes. So that's what we're going to get to right now. And that is why we're going to look at the unit circle. So go back to that homework page where we started to write the unit circle. And let's start off by drawing the Cartesian plane. Actually, this isn't the Cartesian plane. We've got 0 degrees, we've got 90 degrees, we've got 180 degrees, and we've got 270 degrees. I don't know where my book went. All right. Now, what we learned, folks, what's the question?